Welcome. Hi, everybody. Earth Angel Aura here. We're waiting on you. Go ahead and let's get into this reading. Like and subscribe. Again, I am Earth Angel Aura 1111 Oracle. Welcome to the 1111 tribe. All right. So, dear Heavenly Father, Jesus Christ, Yeshua, thank you for intuitive wisdom. Thank you for spiritual insight and protection, provisions always. Thank you for the presence of Divine Mother energy. May every evil eye turn blind. May every monitoring ear go deaf. Thank you for allowing the angels and ancestors to assist us in this reading for the collective of Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. Ashe. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. All right, that's better. Mm, this is a lot. Starting out, we have the gambler and also the toxic vibes card coming out. Many of them are realizing now that they took a major risk. They didn't do a good risk assessment when they did that. I mean, come on. When it comes to gambling, you are taking a risk. You're not looking at the pros and cons of the decisions that you're going to make. Okay, and so with this coming out right now, I'm definitely picking up heavily that they're in heavy sense of remorse because many of them also are feeling as if, although initially they may have brought you the toxicity, divine feminine. And hold on, y'all, let me get this adjusted a little bit, so bear with me. Bear with me here. Okay, now that's better. So, although initially they may have brought those toxic vibes to you, we just passed 10, 11. Again, you know, 11, we love it here. All right, you had to actually teach them a lesson in choosing yourself, divine feminine. Divine masculine is also realizing too that, from afar, they can pick up on like you being the ice queen. Many of them are rumoring that you ain't shit. Literally, they're thinking that the worst case scenarios in their heart of hearts with the 2020 clarity here, they know that it's not true, but it's just the outward appearance. Just like how you're carrying yourself, you could be more so stoic, like you literally carry yourself in high esteem. And for some people that got very fragile egos, they may not be able to really comprehend that. They can't really carry that at all. And so they may think of you as literally an ice queen. But you're in this place and position in your life now where you don't even give, you don't care. They can think whatever they want to think. Like they put you into a no type of, how can I say this? You were put into a position where you had no choice whether either to sink or swim. Okay. So the mere fact that you had to merge yourself with not only balancing out your energies, you had to, I'm definitely picking up heavily that you had to defend yourself from so many different entities that because of who you are, they sought to try to demean you, bully you, and now energetically you're bullying a lot of those energies. I'm definitely picking up two heavy monitoring spirits. So as long as they're monitoring, maybe they can get a pencil and a pad, maybe they can take note of how to move around situations. These people took a gamble coming against you, and it turned out as just literally a crap out. Like they crapped out actually trying to feud with you. You're in this ice queen energy right now and picking up heavily for the divine feminine, right? Yeah, you're definitely at this space and time where hindsight is 2020. You may have been like literally like your natural demeanor is really sweet, but this is a literal dog eat dog world. These energies that may have caused betrayal to you, and again, this is not just about the collective of the divine feminine, divine masculine at a greater length. This is representing energies that were around you, other energies, relatives, so-called friends. These people propelled you into this energy, and so now as they are watching you from afar, some of these people are thinking you're like You know, like how even in that thumbnail I have Lori as Future. It's similar to that energy. Like you've ascended. You just don't really care. You're focusing on what it is that you want for your life. Okay, you're not so concerned in the past. You know, you may have been a little bit overly concerned about other people's perspective, but now with moon secrets being revealed, there are things that you weren't necessarily privy to. But by you trusting where, you know, divine alignment was leading you to, you invited divine justice and intervention to happen on your behalf. Furthermore, with this card coming out, trust the universe, okay? Trusting God. That is what is happening for you. So, all the while these people are having false perceptions of you, they don't realize that you're just in your zone, you're in your Zen energy, okay? They can call it whatever it is. Holy Spirit knows your heart is in the right place, okay? You know that. So, the mere fact that these people may have tried to gamble, um, literally your heart. Some of these people thought that they could play games in your face. Again, this could resonate for so many different individuals that you may have had to literally sever ties with, but with no bad vibes allowed. Like, enough is enough. Like, at what point does it click with these people that if you're coming at somebody, in particular somebody that stays out the way, what is it you expect? You think that just because this person exudes love and light, like this person is an easy target? Not at all. So, you know, you're presenting a sense of soul growth for these people because it's just like you're not going to be moved. Like, these people think that they can come in and bully you energetically, and you had to get into this ice queen energy. Like, some of them wanted to dethrone you so bad. You know, they wanted to invalidate you, they wanted to make you feel as if your opinions didn't matter, right? Divine feminine, again, this could resonate for masculine too, so just take it as it resonates. Energy and gender is fluid when it comes to this spiritual walk. So what it is that a lot of these people are very magnetized towards you, and I'm also picking up this for the collective of the masculine and the feminine. However, they wanted to control your growth. It's like, what? That's a huge level of toxicity that, you know, you reach the zenith of it. It's just like, I'm not tolerating this anymore. You reached a level where you realize the more and more you turn a blind eye to, you know, the little passive aggressive things people do, okay? You know, constantly trying to really be within your energy and then trying to mimic it. Like, I'm picking up heavily on that where you're doing your own thing, divine feminine, you know, and you may have literally had people try to come up in your energy, come into your environment, but at the same time try to control that. No, they're looking in awe because these people try to compete against you. Like, they were in this one-sided competition. It's just like, for what? Like, what's the problem? They were so busy with being consumed with what you're doing with your life, like they're wasting their own time. Like, they're not focusing on the things that they need to do with their own lives. And so many of them felt as if, you know, if they did little passive aggressive things or intentionally were trying to be, you know, covert, they were rude, but they were trying to be covert with it. They exposed themselves for who they were. Like, some of these people, I'm definitely picking up heavily right now. Okay, they're shocked because a lot of the tactics that they threw your way, you know, they succumb to those things. That didn't happen with you. And this is something that also is causing a lot of people to have literal tower moments in their life. Many people are going through major awakening, soul growth, even if they were resistant. And it's because you're protecting your energy. You're not in a space or mindset where you're allowing people to feel entitled to your energy. Like, don't get it twisted. I come in peace, but I'm always ready for that war. They didn't expect that from you, divine feminine or divine masculine. And I'm definitely picking up heavily too when it comes to divine masculine. This may have been a sobering experience, literally sobering. You hear the ambulance back there? Like, some of these people are losing it. They're losing their marbles because they just assume, you know, they may have ran up on other people in the past and treated them however they wanted to, but they came up against a divine being. This is representing high priestess energy here. Nefertari, great royal. Okay? Like, either come correct or don't come at all. I mean, it's just straight like that. And you had to get to that point because, again, many of you, you may have been very long suffering when it came to people in general, but it took the catalyst in the form of people playing stupid, doing dumb shit, and thinking that, oh, she don't see what I'm doing. No, you saw it. And you acted accordingly. People real crazy out here, but you had to show them too that I can be crazy as well. Okay? A definite wake up call. We have awakening to integrity key. Like, wow. Just you being who you are, people just, I don't know. It's just like startling to them to the point where they're having to really reassess how they came. Like, what they bringing is just not kosher. And so it's something, it's just a part of your spiritual walk. Like, it's been a humbling thing for many people that thought that they can play in your energy and that, you know, it will go without consequence. Like, no, it doesn't work that way. And so the whole time, literally, like, you can pick up on them monitoring you. Like, even, you know how it is, especially if you're intuitive, you can pick up on you go in one area and you can tell that they're in that area. I mean, you can really hear heavily that they're trying so hard to listen to what you got going on. It's just like, wow, where's your integrity at? You don't have nothing going on in your life. But seriously, I mean, it's really out here like that. And so, even when it came to this connection, all right, we have the awaken to integrity key by you having to check things within a connection, okay? Not masking your feelings. And again, many divine feminists or divine masculines, again, take it as it resonates. Energy and gender is fluid when it comes to spirituality. Literally, it took a man and woman to make us all. So think about it. But anyway, so with no longer masking your true emotions, you've tapped into mastering your true emotions. These people were used to you carrying a demeanor of, you know, you may have just plastered a smile on your face in an effort just to, like, you expected you from others, literally. And what that got you with masking your emotions was a lot of people playing stupid. And they thought you were dumb. They thought you were stupid. They thought you were a doofus because, you know, you were the type of person where even if people came to you and came with some shenanigans, because you were operating in a space of humility and you understand that, you know, no one's perfect, people go through things, you didn't even address a lot of things that you knew were messed up from people. You just ignored it. But when you begin to realize that, hey, the more I ignore these actions or inactions from these people, the more that they think they can just come around and do dumb shit in my face. So when you begin to call people out on the fact that they're busy surveilling your life, when you begin to call people out when it's just like they're monitoring you or they're trying to control you or try to be in your business, try to copy you, you know, try to create. I mean, some of these people were so diabolical. Like, they will create scenarios in order to try to somehow get your attention or to somehow try to set you up. Yeah, I mean, some of these people were so foolish to think that you didn't know. So it came to the point where you had to realize that, okay, in order for me to get these people to leave me alone, I gotta let them know, like, look, I see you for what it is. You're grimy, okay? No longer masking your emotions. That's something that protected yourself because, again, when you were masking your emotions, it also kind of made you deny your intuition. And again, that was a part of dealing with core wounds, right? Yeah. Because maybe early on you picked up on crazy shit from people even as a child, but you may have been told things like, it's better to be seen and not heard. You may have been conditioned to believe that if you really spoke up, if you really said how you felt, you may have been, rejected or whatever. But fuck all that. Like, it's no longer beneficial for you to play it small. And it took for these people to act a donkey for you to realize that, okay, ain't nobody gonna come save me. I gotta save myself, and that it's gonna require me choosing myself. And with these people, look, you're having harmony. The whole time you're thinking the worst case scenario, you got true harmony in your life. You got peaceful things going on in your life. And they're looking at you like you're the ice queen because you're not tolerating not even an iota of nonsense, not even a centimeter of nonsense. And they don't know how to take it because they're used to dealing with people, male or female, that look over bullshit. Spirit just want you to know that there's amazing things that are beginning to matriculate into your life. Wow. Even me speaking how I speak, like some of you may realize that people that you may have been around in the past were limiting you. Like even how you may naturally talk, the words you use, they would say things like, oh, who do you think you are? It's not your fault that they're not well read. It's not your fault that they have like a max of 100 words in their vocabulary. But because they have such fragile egos, because they spend all their time, watching reality TV, consuming bullshit, they try to limit you. You're no longer in this hangman energy. All right? There were people that wanted you to feel detached. And it's just like the best thing that they could have done was to stay out of your way. And so now that you've denied accessibility to a lot of these people, wow, we also have an emperor coming out, which is beautiful. You're beginning to attract and align what it is that you really deserve and desire. All right. And so literally we have the star card in the reverse. Yeah, they're bored. And the saying, like, if you're bored, that means you're boring. Like, these people don't have depth. Like, they can't really conjure up things to fill their time. And so this is why they energetically want to get up in your life, want to get in your home, want to try to do all kind of crazy shit to get near you. And it's just like you're untouchable at this point. Nothing these people can do that can compete with you. And to me, what I'm picking up also energetically is that, like, where's the competition coming from? It's a one-sided competition because, like, I'm focused on me. Why are you so focused on what I'm doing? But it's just like you're shining, you're glowing, you're doing great things in your life. And because you're not in everybody else's business, they want to be in your business. Like, I'm definitely picking up very vampiric energy, parasites. That's really what it is. A parasite can't live without a host. So these people like to, clamor on to people that actually are doing something. But just know that it's a waste of your time. We have the Ace of Swords come out in reverse. They have a lack of ideas, a lack of emotional range, a lack of intellect. So it's typical why they behave like low hanging fruit, because a lot of these people that were around you they're low hanging fruit. And so it may have been difficult because many of you were just accustomed to that. Like, that could have been that, the life, the family dynamic that you were born into. Okay. But just because you're born into a certain environment don't mean you have to literally stay there. And again, 1 and 6 representing 7. This is representing a major tower. You cut all this energy off. King of Swords. Okay? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful changes happening in your life. All right? Literally, the moment you went cold and you became Casper, literally, people don't know how to, they don't know how to deal with it. Like, you're focusing on things that are feeding your heart, your soul. And they didn't expect that. Like, some people do crazy shit and they think that, oh, I'm gonna do this or whatever, and this is gonna cause this person to just completely lose themselves. Like, motherfucker, you're showing how psycho you are. The mere fact that you would do something because you're thinking it's gonna hurt somebody else, it shows that you have a true deep level of insecurity. And this is why the Wheel of Fortune is coming out here, because some of you, this may have been this could have been so-called frenemies, relatives, divine compliment, whatever. It could be an array of different people, but this change is happening. It's inevitable. So this is why Holy Spirit is wanting you to continue to focus inward. You got the Wheel of Fortune as well as a Tower card coming out here, because you're literally walking karma. Like, when you're someone and you're focused on doing the right thing, and then people think that they got a chance on targeting you, they already lost. Like, people need to be careful because they don't know what people really believe in. Okay, they don't know what can actually happen. Like, you could mess up your entire life crossing the wrong person. And some of these people have had to find this out the wrong way. Just be prepared that some of these people are going to be going to funerals. They're going to be probably creating some GoFundMe's or something to that sort, because they're not making no moves in life. So all that negative energy they try to project onto you, they thought you were a weakling. You could be someone where, you focus on doing right, you focus on God, you focus on yourself, the universe, okay, whatever terms you're comfortable with. But, they got it completely twisted. If you're a spiritual person, that don't mean that you're a lame duck. This Queen of Wands energy, this could have been like some very diabolical feminine energy that was so desperate for male validation that they even try to set you up. But it's just like, I can smell a trap a mile away. This is why some of these things have happened to you, Divine Feminine. Some of this disappointment happened to you to prepare you, because your life is predestined in some aspects. There were some things that happened to you early on where you already realized that some women can be real grimy. They could be even worse than some men. And so when some of these people try to so-called set you up, like, I'm definitely picking up some heavy, like, monitoring spirits. And it's just like, they're so low frequency that they see you and they don't know what's going on in your life, but that is what's eating them up, because they want to know what's going on in your life so badly, to the point where they'll create fake scenarios to try to play on your sympathy. But it's just like, you continue trusting your intuition. All right, you picked up on a Queen of Wands energy in a reverse, someone trying to literally get in your zone, being a busybody, like trying to really see, like, they want to investigate you so bad, like, what's going on in their life, like, maybe get you some business and your life will up level as well. But that sounds about too right, right? Exactly. So just understand that although experiencing, the pain of, these betrayals or disappointments, these things that may have happened towards you, was a catalyst for you to face the shadows, not allow yourself to mask your emotions, because your emotions literally are your emotional and spiritual GPS. When you're tuned in emotionally, you can pick up on when someone is being shady. You can see the true intent behind whatever people are saying, and then you can move accordingly. All right? And you're doing that. And again, they are probably perceiving you like, oh, she's on a high horse. Yep. And I am a thoroughbred one too. Yep. They didn't expect this. They thought that they were going to keep you in a position. Okay, we have what is this? The Four of Cups. Wow. They're in heavy, heavy remorse here. Just be prepared that some of these people are going to be want to, they're going to want to apologize or something, because it's just like they didn't expect that you would pick up on the shenanigans at all. And you picked up on it, and it was even effortless. Like you have talked to your energy because you're actually doing the spiritual work. And it has been a long time coming, and people are wanting to literally knock you down a peg or two. Like I'm definitely picking up too that these people have even spread rumors, even in regard to you in a connection with the masculine, that you're on some type of snake shit, but that's just not your vibe. They can lie, they can make up whatever they want, but you're in this Queen of Swords energy. You don't give a hoot. I be trying to keep it clean, but energetically, yeah, this energy has been wild. Let's go ahead and pull a few more cards. I'm gonna go with the Alice in Wonderland deck. Wow, it's a rush of energy coming to me, so it's just like I was rushing to get that out. But since these people like to play games, let's go down the rabbit hole. Because literally, your life took a turn where it's like you had to literally go down the rabbit hole. Like, you had to figure out why. You may have asked God, you may have prayed, why is it that I have good intentions, I'm being helpful towards others? Why is it that they're trying to be deceptive? Where is this deception coming from? Holy Spirit, give us more insight. Wow. Five of Cups. Yep. There were traps set because some of these people felt as if you were entitled somehow. They don't know your story, and it's not your responsibility to share that. In fact, some of these people, they're like piranhas. They only want to get near you so that they can get in your business. They feed off of gossip. They feed off of what they perceive as misery. And a lot of it is because they're miserable themselves. But what is happening is that as these people are looking at whatever they assume with you, okay, they see that you may have experienced some things that they may perceive as unfortunate, right? But they don't understand that on a deeper level, there's greatness happening. You're going through some things that needed to bring about some type of healing, some type of transformation within your life, and it could be in relation to the lives of others around you. But with the Wheel of Fortune coming out right after that, just know that you following that white rabbit that's taking you all the way to the core of why these people were coming against you has given you so much clarity. Okay? We have the Two of Pentacles coming out in the reverse because there may have been some deviant, destructive, sabotage like karmic masculine energy that was trying to see you down. There's this thing that sometimes some people, if they can't have accessibility to you, they try to turn against you or something. And you may have experienced this time and time again. It's just like Temperance. Spirit wants you to be patient. The very things that they plot against you, the very things that they're devising against you, they don't realize that you are spiritually on a higher level. Wow. So this is why things are working in your favor, and they're receiving a lot of the things that they have wished on you. We have the Queen of Pentacles here. And see, again, they may have thought too with the Queen of Pentacles representing her being a sheep. I'm picking up that at some point you may have been, operating in a strong sense of, being a sheeple, following along with the status quo, doing what everyone else does. But because you're not operating in that bubble like everyone else, people are intrigued. It's like they want to figure out, why is it that you're operating different? Why are you moving different? Okay, but even with the Queen of Pentacles being the sheep with a crown on, your life experiences have gotten you to the point where you've been able to transcend a lot of things that people have been avoiding working through or healing. And again, not everybody is going to be able to experience life in a level in which you are experiencing. And you also gotten to the point in your life too. Wisdom has taught you, based on all the experiences that you had, even experiences where there may have been deceit and betrayal. It doesn't matter how humble that you may be, you may present yourself, or focus on being humble, focus on seeing the best out of people. You've had to find out the hard way that really doesn't factor in where you're dealing with people that are unconscious. When people are that in that sheep mindset, group think type mindset, it's all about control. It's all about them meeting their needs. And so people that have done some horrible things towards you, and they may wonder, like, okay, so why are you standing? Okay, you can see the Queen of Pentacles. She's here with herself. She has her things behind her. Okay. You're working on things that are meaningful to you, and they're bothered by that. That is a personal problem. Holy Spirit wants you to know that these things that people are trying to do towards you, or try to irritate you, or um, cause problems with you, because it's just like they can't necessarily figure you out. You're not operating like a typical person in a sense of what they may think they know about your life. With the King of Swords. Wow, we also had a Queen of Swords here somewhere. Yeah, two King of Swords for both decks. I'm definitely picking up too that this is representing also, as you continue to mirror that energy of standing up for yourself, asserting healthy boundaries, that's also propelling the masculine to do likewise. Because many of them may have had very lax boundaries. And you definitely have had to have boundaries with them as well. Okay? You are ascending. I'm going to go ahead and pull from the Golden Future deck. Let's see what we have here. I mean, ascending. Literally, many of you have already ascended. And so many, wow, community life. Embrace fifth dimensional society. And even as you look closer on the card, you can see that there's so many different people. They're in their own little spaces. But this is showing you that even if you currently feel as if literally you have to assert boundaries, you could be in an environment where you feel as if, it's not really okay for you. You don't really trust the people, blah, blah, blah. There could be a various amount of reasons, but by you continuing to operate, as you can see, this rainbow is coming from his heart space. As you continue to operate in what is, truly divine for you, okay? Trusting yourself, being true to yourself, you are aligning with your soul tribe, okay? You are aligning with people that may have a unique vision of life as you do, or similar. People may look at you as someone very magical, but at the same time, they may misperceive it and think that, oh, this person can't be that great. So this is why some of these people try to target you. They want to see who you really are. Um, some of them even want to provoke you. Okay, wow. Even as I say that, we have the dragon. This is really, oh my gosh, this is really summing up this reading. Because okay, even okay, with the thumbnail, like people are surveilling you heavily. Okay, well, let me put the cards how they came out. So this way. So what I'm picking up heavily is that with a unicorn here and then a dragon, like you have this dual personality thing going on. Like some people may even try to consider you as like, they're like, oh, she must be a player or something. Or for some of them, they could think like, oh, she's not all goody two shoes, or he, they're really a villain. They don't know where, like, you can't be boxed in, because you could be presenting, this very magical, light, okay, airy type energy, but at The other extreme, you can be this freaking dragon. And ironically, according to Chinese astrology, this is the year of dragon. So you're balanced. You manage to embrace both aspects of your femininity. Typically, when people talk about femininity, it's all, oh, all sweet and flowers, fairy tale stuff like that. But feminine energy is also destructive. Think about Mother Earth. Think about the things that are happening within Mother Earth. What comes to mind too is, I think the cartoon is called Moana, and they caused Mother Earth to get freaking enraged, and she had to show that side of herself. I mean, so there's two aspects of the femininity that you needed to embrace in order for you to get in a space where you're truly protected. And so, yeah, they may call you an ice queen, but sometimes you're like, oh, she's such a beauty queen. Like they don't know what. So it's just like you're a true phenomenon, a phenom, a walking phenomenon. Like, how can this person exist? Like this person seems to be very love and light, but also very dark and don't give a fuck because it has to be that way in order to have the life that you deserve. You're going to have to find a place of balance. And so, even if you've been on the fence of, like, oh, I don't really like when I have to get to the point where I got to curse somebody out. And you may not want to do that at all, ever. Okay, I'm not saying that. But at times, when people are freaking trying to rip your heart out, what you going to do? Just lie there and take it? How many times can your freaking heart get stomped, burned? You had to tap into this dragon energy for survival. In order to protect this unicorn energy, you had to get to the point where you said, I'm gonna fuck shit up if you don't leave me to. Yeah. You had to become that rage energy segment, is what I'm heavily picking up on. Wow. Even as I said that, we have the golden stellar internet. You're doing it. Communicate in a fifth dimensional way. Oh my gosh, like you don't know, like you unlocked a major Pandora's box of blessings when you merge and align with your higher self. And that is what is very intriguing. And again, you may be triggered at times, but it's just like you're beginning to embrace this new energy that you're in. And so that's why it may be at this point where you're becoming more so balanced with asserting your boundaries, letting your no be a complete sentence, and then going to your default setting, which is being very loving, being very kind, okay, being very soft. All right, so just give yourself grace, give yourself compassion, and be grateful that even the bullshit that you may have gone through, it was there to heal those wounds, okay? Possibly childhood wounds, okay? Painful things you may have experienced. But what is happening is that in place of that, you have evolved. That old version of you has died. Like people playing in your fucking face. I mean, many of you people are so intrigued because they were doing crazy shit and they just thought you didn't know. They thought you were such a dodo brain that you didn't pick up on it. And so many of them are really shocked because they're realizing, wow, this person is way smarter than we even thought of. And so there's a lot of shame associated with why some of the trash took itself out. Oh my god. Yeah, you had some current feminine energy that was around you. This could have been a freaking sister. Some of you, it was even your. Let me keep it cute and clean. Some of you, it was your mom, it was an aunt, it was it was some feminine energy around you that were really haters. And you may have wondered, like, why did they become flaky all of a sudden? Because they realize, okay, the jig is up. Some of these things I did towards this person, I feel so guilt ridden. Wow, I'm channeling this person, this demonic feminine energy. Wow. And they're embarrassed that they were demonic. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that they're not in stability. They don't have flow in their life. Many of them only align with you or try to make sure that they were associated with you so they can kind of literally siphon your energy. I'm definitely picking up destiny swap here. Wow. And at the core of this too is the reason why things are shifting for you better is because you're creating a new foundation, a foundation in which you can trust, okay, with like-minded people. Giving further insight into the card that came out earlier. Isabel, thank you. Hi. And so, and again, this could resonate for all signs, but right now I'm definitely heavily picking up on Virgo, Sagittarius. I'm also picking up on Pisces, Libra. Okay, so take it as it resonates. Also Cancer sign. But another aspect of this too is that this is intimidating. Okay, not many people are aware of people that are able to go through some fucked up shit and actually heal from it. And there's many energies outside of you that are so impressed and intrigued. In particular, your divine complement, your divine masculine. They're intrigued. They don't know how to approach you, but they want to approach you. Okay, with this fire here. But it's just like they're having to take a true calculated risk. Understand that the seeds that you planted, okay, you may have planted seeds in the form of, really expressing, going back to the we had a card here earlier about masking emotions. You definitely may have planted seeds within your divine masculine early on, possibly in the spring, and now those seeds are actually sprouting. They're actually recalling a lot of things that you may have said, because they're seeing your growth, they're seeing your evolution from afar. Okay, truth expression. They realize that, wow, oh my gosh, this is here too. Regret, repression. They're realizing that you're coming from a place of, genuine concern, genuine love, genuine care. And by you asserting your boundaries, having self worth, it is creating this expectancy of them to get their crap together, to get their stuff together. Oh my gosh, y'all. They see you as their true love. That's really at the core of all of this. And it's because you were able to alchemize this energy. You were able to pull your energy back, focus on yourself. Okay, they tried to involve third parties, and it was a dub. They're in regret about this third party crap. Oh my freaking God. You connected yourself more so spiritually, and that's something that they're really inspired by, because many of them would be it came out in reverse, but I'll show you this way. Many of them just assume that, okay, I'll just crush her freaking heart and she'll be a dunner. Like, they almost felt as if they broke you, that they would feel better about these third party interactions. But it's just like there was some deep insecurity there. They didn't feel better about it. In fact, they felt worse because they realized that this is a true, deep twin souls connection or twin flame connection. And they feel as if they've jeopardized it. Wow. There's also a lot of remorse in regard to you having healed yourself from these things, even that they've done towards you. With the release, surrender, and purge card, you let a lot of shit go. A whole lot. You should be very proud of yourself because you were able to have self-compassion. You were able to focus on having positive intentions towards yourself. All right, and by doing so, you got to a point where you were able to transcend all the BS, not only from the masculine, because again, the masculine may have been a catalyst to heal some core crap. Because again, with this karmic feminine energy here, that may have been jealous of you, this could have been like a wound from your childhood that nobody else was close enough to you to trigger in order for you to actually heal, to evolve into a higher version of yourself. Because that's what it's really about, you know, about becoming your higher version and contributing to the greater collective of the world. And so it's happening for you. Okay, we also have reflection and projections card coming out. They're getting to the core of why they may have projected certain things onto you. Holy Spirit, give us more insight into that. Oh my God, look at this deception, temptation. Mm. There's a lot of shame and core wounds that they were dealing with as well, and many of them too have this fear, this shame, because they feel like you could be on demon time now. You could be someone where you decide to involve yourself with, with they're heavily in fear because this is the chemistry card. They know the chemistry with you is real. Unfortunately, they had to find out the hard way, involving themselves with these karmics, these third parties, that it wasn't hitting on nothing. Wow. And now that you separate yourself energetically, they're longing for true union. Oh my gosh. This is an integration process that's happening. Spirits want you to know to continue to focus on what you're doing because it's working. You focusing on yourself, it's making them come to the point of self accountability and also an awareness to make the changes that they need to make. Let's move on. I'm gonna pull from another deck. Wow, this reading is getting really, really deep. Okay, let's see which deck I'm gonna pull from. Give me just a moment. Let's go with the Earth Warriors. Let's go with this one. Let's see what we have here. Holy Spirit, give us insight into this chemistry card. Oh my gosh. Beautiful. Okay, so we have Pachamama. She with the Andean Emerald Heart. Oh my gosh. Hold on, y'all. Wow. Okay, let me just process this for a moment. Like, what I'm picking up too is like lone wolf energy. As you can see, we have the wolf here. In addition, you can see that, wow, beautiful. This hummingbird, okay, and it's representing an emerald heart. So it's just like they're really inspired that you have the ability to love so deeply. Like you pulled your energy back and you delved more so into self love. And there could be people that may be surveilling you, getting back to the divine masculine, right? Yeah, I'm picking up heavily on that. And they may be thinking that you're um possibly dating or something like that. And a lot of it is because they see you as someone very beautiful, very attractive. That's not the energy you're in. For the majority of the collective, you're focusing inward. With this emerald heart, you're focusing on keeping your heart right. You're focusing on literally building something for yourself. This could be like a hobby or something of interest, a goal that you're working on. And literally, you're embodying this lone wolf energy. You're going your own way. Um, the lone wolf is representing resilience, is representing creating a new legacy. Typically, the wolf goes alone in order to find their own, so that they can develop their own tribe, their own pack. And so this is what is happening right now. Even as you can see in the corner on the left, we have an ancestor here. So you're being guided. Spirits want you to know that your angels and ancestors are there with you and they're very proud of you. You may be the first one in the lineage that had the courage, the stamina in order to really trust this journey. Oh my gosh. This card is reminding me too of the Hopi prophecy, because we have the white buffalo in the back on the far left. And so the white buffalo is representing when there is an extent of disrespect towards the feminine energy on this earth. The white buffalo or white animals, albino animals, may appear because that's going to represent the white buffalo woman coming back to earth to bring about vengeance and harmony, to reestablish the position of the woman. And so this is truly what has happened. You began to protect yourself. You may have had to tap into masculine energy for a time, maybe getting some type of job or something, or several jobs, whatever it is you had to do to protect your feminine energy. You did it. You may had to have like a strict no, or cutting people off, relocating, Whatever it is that you've done, your angels and ancestors are so proud of you. Your life is about to become even more beautiful. You're gonna get everything that you want. This masculine ain't letting you get away, girl or guy. Oh my god. Mama Quilla, Mandela of the Moon. Beautiful, beautiful. So you're also honoring the moon cycles right now. Meaning, if you feel uncomfortable doing something, you're just not doing it. And this is why people may have been misperceiving who you are because you're not who you once were. You may have overexerted yourself in the past based on what everyone else needed, but now you're prioritizing yourself. Okay, you're not allowing your body and its demands to be neglected anymore. You're allowing yourself to be your true version of yourself, and you're not concerned about impressing anyone. Okay, you're not compromising who you are for the world, and that's something that is very attractive. You've gotten out of the space of chasing and you're attracting. And this is inspiring the masculine to evolve. We have Amuata, sage of higher knowledge. These masculines are becoming much more wiser and they're guided through your example. You're literally a lighthouse. I speak about that on occasion here because it's very true. You are a lighthouse of how someone actually having unconditional love for self, because for you to walk away from all these connections, all this pain, all these people, it shows that you really have true unconditional love for self. So many people just to hold on to, the idea that this person could love you or somehow value you. You had to realize that all these people, even your relatives, sisters, brothers, so-called friends, even your divine compliment, you had to realize that in order for you to have the life that you deserve and to be respected, you have to ultimately respect yourself first and foremost. So you severing ties or putting a pause, or I mean, for some of you, you may have put a period on these relationships and just said it's done. You have shown the masculine that wow, this person really loves themselves. So, in order for me to be with them, I need to love myself too. You're mirroring that to them. Wow, beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna pull from another deck, and let's see what we have here. Mm, things are about to get really interesting for you in all the best ways. I mean, I literally feel it. It's been a long time coming, but you had to crown yourself. Whoa. Literally seeking and finding. They're on a quest for more. You're on a quest for more in your life. You're beginning to understand that it's much more than the experiences that you've had. You have been wondering what is life like on the other side of all this freaking healing, and you're beginning to experience it. Furthermore, Spirit just want you to know the importance of organizing for success. Okay, I'm going to read it since it's so tiny, and it says, "Do not let the word organize intimidate you, as it simply is a way for you to ensure clarity of purpose. Organizing your thoughts, your reports, your living and workspace, and your finances will help you know and plan your next action." Again, this is like showing you that earlier in the read, I was speaking about how there's people that, you know, literally are trying to compete with you, and it's just like, why are we in competition? But anyway, it's just like people are picking up on the fact that you're doing something major and they want in on that. They can feel that there's something brewing with you. And so Spirit is urging you to continue to focus on your priorities. Things are becoming so much more better for you. Okay, it says wherever you put your focus is where you receive your outcome. Your priorities are calling to you, which may produce a feeling of anxiety unless you give them the time and attention they deserve. Even a small amount of time devoted to your priorities will help you feel better and more confident. So, again, even within this card, like your ability to focus inward is literally lighting the path for so many others. So, even if you may be someone where it's like you're not trying to be in a leadership position, you're just trying to make sure you have a life that you enjoy. like, and so it may have required you to take some major sacrifices. You may have had to really do the brunt work of choosing yourself time and time again. But, Holy Spirit wants you to understand, the Most High, Jesus Christ, universe, okay, whatever terms, Buddha, Abba, there's so many terms. But you trusting your gut, this is the sentimental feeling card coming out. Like, people wanted you to feel horrible that you trust your instincts. They wanted you to feel some type of way because you wore your heart on your sleeve. And honestly, it's refreshing. If you're able to be someone that you actually show genuine love to others, that's a rarity. And your divine masculine knows that, or divine feminine, take it as it resonates, they're really missing out on that. Okay? Because now in this world, they're realizing that there's not many people that way. And so for a time, you may feel as if you're guarding your heart, and it's okay. You may have to. Spirit just wanting you to welcome in the new. There are things that are beginning to happen that you're going to be supported in, okay? Even though right now it may feel like you're doing a lot of work and it's kind of solo dolo, continue to endure. You're going to be supported. In fact, many of you already have spiritual support. This is why things are working for you. Even sometimes you may feel like you're in the back of the line, but God has a way of putting you at the front of the line. And it's also a huge aspect of you healing from things of the past. That is really a catalyst for all these amazing things to come. And furthermore, changing your mind. You know, you may have been around people that were like, stand by your man no matter what. I can't remember who sings the song, but it's just like, you had to tap out. Like, you literally, that was like a matrix mindset. Like, you may have come from people that were kind of like the Stepford wife type mindset, and they may have shunned you for actually standing up for yourself. Like, if you want different results, you're gonna have to do something different. And so you had to choose yourself. You had to separate from those friends that you kind of picked up on the fact that they didn't really care for you, or when you really needed them, they weren't there. And so just realize that all the situations and circumstances that you had to experience were not in vain. You had to go through some losses for you to actually see who were really there for you. Okay? And now that you're winning and people are picking up on this, they want to join in. And the irony of it all is that the very ones that were gaslighting you, were not even, some of these people try to come against you, but now they're wanting to join in with you. Wow. Just oh wow, I stumbled a bit, but just be prepared. Even though it may be a little nerve-wracking, you're venturing into like a new form of career, or whatever it is. It could be a hobby of some sort. For some of you, you could be writing. There's so many different things that you may be interested in, and Spirit wants you to understand that it's important to lean into those things, because this is going to be a key factor into you having true liberation, especially when it comes to the divine feminine. When you're able to have your own resources, that gives you so much more ability to really live in your divine feminine energy. And again, you may have had to tap into your masculine energy, okay, like literally having to work a lot, okay? But again, it's gonna pay off. What you're putting forth now in the form of your hobbies, your interests, are gonna pay off to the point where all those people that may have manipulated you in the past, because I'm definitely picking up, there were people that you may have been associated with that use their resources as a manipulation tactic. This is why some of these people wanted to interfere with the things that you were good at, because they didn't want you to gain freedom. They wanted you to depend on them so that they can control the outcome of your life, so that they can, always have that little carrot to dangle above your head. They would give you just enough that you wouldn't, you know so that you wouldn't starve to death. I mean, some didn't give you enough, but they just wanted to make sure that you did not succeed to the point where you were not going to be their supply of abuse.